Namaste, angels. This is the daily reading for Friday, April 6th, and the last one. So this will take us, into and through the weekend, beginning with the significant events in the year 46. It's 46, and I'm beginning with the year 46 or 46 BC. Julius Caesar defeats Caecilius Metellus Scipio and Marcus Porcius Cato the Younger, in parenthesis. He beat them in the Battle of Thapsus, Thapsus. 1652 or 77, Cape Colony, the first European settlement in South Africa, is established by Dutch East India Company under Jan van Riebeeck. 1789, the first U.S. Congress begins regular sessions in Federal Hall, New York City. I can walk to Federal Hall. 1869, the first plastic celluloid is patented. 1889, George Eastman begins selling his Kodak flexible rolled film for the first time. 1896, the first modern Olympic Games open in Athens, Greece. American James Colony wins the first Olympic gold medal in modern history. 1917, the U.S. declares war on Germany and enters World War I. 1994, Rwandan genocide begins with the assassination of Rwandan President Juvenal Habyarimana. Thank you. Got it out. Habyarimana. And also Burundian President Cyprien Ntaryamira, with their plane being shot down by surface-to-air missiles, abruptly ending peace negotiations. Those responsible would never be identified. Did you know Peter the Great, Tsar of Russia, ends tax on men with beards? This happened on April 6th in the year 1722. People ran out to grow some hair, or at least the men at that point. Famous birthdays: Raphael, James Watson, Billy D. Williams, Merle Haggard, Paul Rudd, and Zach Braff. Would you believe the first baby born with DNA from 3 parents through mitochondrial transfer occurred in Mexico on April 6 in the year 2016? I don't know about that. That sounds like playing. Never mind. Famous weddings. 1868, Brigham Young, he marries his 27th and final wife. I should hope so. That happened in the year 1868. 1896, 23rd U.S. President Benjamin Harrison, 63, weds Mary Scott, 37, at St. Thomas Protestant Episcopal Church in New York City. 1920, physicist Erwin Schrödinger, 32, weds Anne-Marie Bertel. 1943, U.S. Marine Corps aviator and astronaut John Glenn, 21, weds his high school sweetheart, Anna Margaret Castor. 1953, MLB Major League Baseball player Ernie Banks, master number 22, weds Molly Louise. 2012, actress and model Heidi Klum, 39, divorces British soul and R&B singer-songwriter Seal, 49, due to irreconcilable differences after almost 7 years of marriage. Famous deaths: Richard the Lionhearted, Raphael, Chiang Kai-shek, Isaac Asimov. So it's Raphael's birthday and date of his passing, it seems. Isaac Asimov, Tammy Wynette, and Merle Haggard. Same thing for Merle Haggard, his birthday and the date of his death, I think. Let's see. Merle Haggard, whose full name was Merle Ronald Haggard, was a country music singer and songwriter. Haggard is an American country music star of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, although he has continued to release albums into the 2000s. He has 38 #1 hits, including a streak of 26 #1 country singles in the 1960s. Some of Haggard's most popular songs include I'm a Lonesome Fugitive, Mama Tried, Branded Man, and the Okie from Muskogee. He has released 70 albums and 600 songs, 250 of which he has written himself. Haggard was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1977 and into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1994. He was born on April 6 in 1937 and was an Aries from Bakersfield, California, USA. He died on April 6 in 2016 at the age of 79. Tammy Wynette was American and a country singer, one of country music's best known artists, who recorded the hit Stand By Your Man. She was born on May 5th in 1942 and was a Taurus from Itawamba County, Mississippi, USA. She died on April 6 in 1998 at the age of 55 of a lung blood clot. And hang on, something just happened. It just changed dates, went to the 3rd. I was on Tammy Wynette. Okay. Isaac Asimov was an author and a biochemistry professor. Isaac Asimov was a prolific writer, penning over 500 works. He is most famous for his science fiction, which include his Foundation series and Robot series. Asimov's Robot series includes his famous 3 Laws of Robotics. He was born on January 2nd in 1920 and was a Capricorn from Petrovichi, Russia. He died on April 6 in 1992 at the age of 72 of heart and kidney failure. Chiang Kai-shek was Chinese and a Chinese military and political leader, a dominant figure in Chinese politics. Chiang Kai-shek was the leader of the Republic of China and Taiwan. Rising through the military, Chiang became head of the Chinese Nationalist Party, Kuomintang, in 1925. After the death of Sun Yat-sen in 1926, Chiang led the Northern Expedition, reuniting much of China by 1928 and heading up a nationalist government at Nanking. Chiang fought internal battles against the communists before Japan invaded China during the Sino-Japanese War. After Japan's defeat in World War II, Chiang led a civil war against the communists. By 1949, Chiang had been pushed out of China to Taiwan, where he continued to rule and to head a nationalist government until his death in 1975. He was born on October 31st, Halloween, in 1887, and was a Scorpio, of course, from Kiao, Zhejiang, China. He died on April 6 in 1975 at the age of 87 of renal failure. Raphael was Italian. His full name was Raphael Sanzio, and he was an Italian painter and architect. As a master artist of the High Renaissance, Raphael is best known for his Madonnas and for his large body of work in the Vatican in Rome, including one of his best known works, The School of Athens. Together with Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci, he is one of the trinity of great masters of that period. His work falls into 3 periods or styles: his early years in Umbria, his 4 years from 1504 through 1508 in Florence, and his final 12 years in Rome. He was born on April 6 in 1483 and was an Aries from Urbino, Marche, Italy. He died on April 6 in 1520 at the age of 37 of acute but unknown illness. Richard the Lionheart, or Richard I, was English and a king of England for 10 years from 1189 to 1199, or 11. He was born on September 8th in the year 1157, was a Virgo from Oxford, England. He died on April 6th in 1199 at the age of 41 of infection after being wounded by a crossbow. Going up to the birthdays, some people will be repeated. Zach Braff is not one of them. He's American and an actor. He's known for his role as Dr. John Dorian on the TV series Scrubs. He was born on April 6 in 1975 and is 42 years old, an Aries from South Orange, New Jersey, USA. Paul Rudd is an actor best known for his roles in the films Clueless and The 40-Year-Old Virgin. He was born on April 6 in 1969 and is 48 years old, an Aries from Passaic, New Jersey. Merle Haggard is one of the repeats. Again, his full name was Merle Ronald Haggard, and he was a country music singer. I won't go into his whole resume again, because we just read about him, but he was born and passed away on the same day, April 6th. Billy D. Williams is 80 years old. His full name is William December Williams Jr. The D stands for December. He is an actor known for playing the character Lando Calrissian in the movie Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and Star Wars Episode 6, The Return of the Jedi. Well, for black people, he is famous for Mahogany and the line, "Do you want my hand to fall off?" He was born on April 6th in 1937. They don't even mention Mahogany here. He played opposite Diana Ross. In any case, he was born on April 6th in 1937 and is 80 years old, and Aries from New York City, New York, USA. For black people, he also might be famous for Colt 45, the beer, because that came in 40 ounces. Anyway, moving on. James Watson is 89 years old, and he's American. He was a molecular, he was a molecular biologist. I'm sure he's retired at this point. He won the 1962 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for his work on the structure of DNA and his discovery, along with Francis Crick. Francis Crick is who discovered, with two partners, yes, I guess this being one of them, the Pleiades and Pleiadian DNA. But also they discovered together the double helix structure, which is, like the fiber of biology. As some of you know, or all of you may know, I majored in biology in college. In any case, he was born on April 6th in 1928 and is 89 years old, and Aries from Chicago, Illinois, USA. And lastly, Raphael is also a repeat. Remember, he is the Italian painter and architect that was part of the Trinity and is best known for his Madonnas. That means paintings of Mary, mother of Jesus. And on that note, I'm beginning with try again. 29 and massage. Spirit says, dirty movie. Buy shoes. This is your walking shoes. Somebody's leaving something or someone. Buy shoes. Like, these boots are made for walking. These are my walking shoes. I'm out of here. Just forget it. Forget the whole thing. I'm done with this. Yep. That note, moving to the cards, beginning with life experience or the Tower, which can represent the sign of Scorpio for me. Important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in new directions that you know are right for you. Opening to the Seven of Winter, that energy of joy stealing. Caution will help you to avoid the loss of valuables, including non-material resources such as time or peace of mind. Be aware of the results of your actions, as well as what others might be doing behind your back. This might be the person from whom you're walking away, or the thing from which you're walking away, the energy from which you're walking away when you buy those shoes, the walking shoes. And that might be what turns your life upside down. Again, maybe it's a job somewhere you were at for a long time. Maybe it's a relationship that you didn't expect to leave. Tower. Queen of Winter is cutting somebody off. I felt it as soon as well, you guys saw. The Queen of Winter is experienced, self-sufficient, and brilliant and funny. She's also a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, or could be representing Venus or Mercury here. All your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and to disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. Told you. Walking shoes. Life experience and awakening. Maybe you're looking at something from a different way all of a sudden, and you're realizing, like, this isn't what it was cracked up to be, or what I thought it was going to be, or there's something better over here that I hadn't realized before, or, something along those lines. Awakening represents the planet Neptune for me in the sign of Pisces. A Pisces may be involved. It's possible. Also can have something to do with a party of three. This is Major Arcana card number 12 equals 3. Look at things from a different way or in a different way, and all will make sense. Don't worry if your progress is halted temporarily, like if nothing seems to be going on. That's okay. Things will pick up and get moving again soon enough. This is a temporary pause in action, allowing you to take a look. And look, it's opposite the Tower. All right. The Tower comes in abruptly and shakes up your life. And maybe that's what something jars you, shakes you up, and causes you to look at something in a different way. I hear a loud ringing in my ear right now. Awaken. I'll go one more. And it's the 9 of Winter, which is fake worry. Maybe when something gets shaken up and you have to leave someone or someplace or something that makes you afraid, it's fake worry. Things are going to be better. Your worries and fears aren't real. They're fueled by focusing on the negative, which gives power to that of which you're afraid. Stop worrying. Let go of your fear and everything will be okay. You know, sometimes it's difficult to walk away from what we're used to, even if we're no longer interested in it, or it doesn't work for us, it doesn't serve us. So that's what that is. And you've got to look at the positive. And that will bring healing, says Raphael behind me. Coming to the King of Spring, who's inspiring, dramatic, ambitious, and wise. Now's your moment to step up to a leadership role. Don't back away from the spotlight. So whatever those walking shoes are, like you're walking right into something better. Okay? Don't back away from the spotlight, as your plans will be successful as long as you stay focused on the big picture. So get out of that fear and remain focused on what you're doing. The King of Spring can represent the planet Mars. Can represent the planet Jupiter often for me too, as ruler of Scorpio, which is a fire sign. I mean, of Sagittarius rather, which is a fire sign. Jupiter's in Scorpio. Maybe that's why that came out of my mouth. Mars is a ruler of Scorpio. Mars also ruler of Aries. And this can represent the sign of Leo too, with this big lion here. It's also the divine masculine of the tarot, the King of Spring. Overall energy is Major Arcana card number 17, the star, representing the planet Uranus and the sign of Aquarius. Also, the fact that your prayers are being answered. Your dreams are coming true. Your wishes are being granted. So that could be what brings on the fear. Like, oh my God, it's happening. Like, you know, sometimes we self-sabotage when things start to, seem to start going our way because we panic. So don't do that. This is what you've asked for. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what you've wanted. You are about to take a big leap forward with your life. Worry will be replaced with optimism, fear with hope, and joy is coming home to roost. Well, this just, I wasn't going to pull any more. I guess this would have been somebody's advice, the masculine's advice, likely, because that tends to be what I do first. But it just popped out here. So the Emperor, again, represents the planet Mars for me, ruler of both Aries and Scorpio, and is about leadership. So this is that leadership role. Structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role, as you have much wisdom to offer. Some of us may be about to be thrust into a new job. Maybe you need, and that new job can be of a romantic nature too. I talked about over the weekend in the general, we had the 2 emperors from 2 different decks show up. And I said, one is your boss and one is your boss, as in your employer, the way it was coming through. So the new job can be a new relationship too, a new role. You know, maybe you're now playing the role of husband or wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, and that wasn't official before. You know, even mistress. I mean, I don't know where that's coming from, but maybe, something, I don't know where it's coming from, but if that's what you've wanted, some sort of official title, that just came out and through for somebody too. and no judgment from me. This is also can represent some sort of authority. It could be the planet Mars itself and, you know, guiding us. Mars presently in Capricorn. So I talked a lot when I did like the Libra, I think in the general and the love reading too, but also when I did the Libra full moon reading of the effects of the, at the same time of that Mars in Capricorn and the stop and go. Because Mars being the planet of action. So moving us to do something, to move. And then Saturn or Capricorn ruled by Saturn saying like, well, don't, like, you know, restricting us, making us feel trapped. Like we can't, we're not even free to move if we want to. Crowning the masculine. Strength represents the sign of Leo. So a lot of fire energy thus far today. It's also an 11, which is awesome. True strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. You have tremendous personal power and courage. Masculine, surrounded by the Queen of Summer, who's compassionate, loving, giving, and psychic. She's also very likely a Scorpio. Can also be a Pisces or Cancer as well, though, or anybody likened to these traits or attributes. This is a time of deep emotions and heightened psychic intuition that you can trust completely. Okay, you don't have to doubt yourself. It's kind of like the High Priestess. Be mindful that you don't ignore your own needs. So when you're being compassionate to others, also you. Don't forget you, masculine. In your subconscious, that worry. So nurture this. Like work on getting rid of this out of your mind. In this placement, this is the best possible placement for it because it shows you even more so that is in your mind. This is your reality. This is what you're about. You could potentially make your reality because our thoughts become our reality. So get rid of this. Also, this is Major Arcana. This is a court card. This is just a 9. This is just a 9. You also may need some sleep. Masculine. Crowning the feminine, it's the Queen of Spring, who's talented, brilliant, independent, and charming. This can also be Mars or Jupiter. Again, rulers of Aries, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, respectively. Yes, both are right. Don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do it. Like you can handle them all. The Queen of Spring is a Leo. Aries, Scorpio, or Sagittarius. Feminine is surrounded by the 10 of Winter. Again, we've gotten this card several times over the past like 2 weeks. The end of a career path, project, or relationship. I told you somebody has some walking shoes on. Brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. So just as I was saying before I laid the cards even. Because boom, in the feminine subconscious, it's the Ace of Autumn on its way. You can expect a windfall of abundance, such as money, timely assistance, a serendipitous meeting, or rewarding advice. You may be offered a fabulous new job or promotion or the prospect of a profitable business, a venture, profitable venture or investment, or I'm going to say, or relationship as well. Crowning, balance, which represents the sign of Sagittarius. So we've got like all fire coming out here. By merging varying points of view, you can generate an extraordinary new idea, compromise with others, and collaborate to discover a better solution. This is like it's 50-50. Like if we each put in, right, and make the effort, all will be equitable and fair and just, and that equals love. That equals us showing each other love. Also, this is temperance in the traditional tarot, and it's healing from the universe. So that's also love. It's about being restored, like where you felt lack, difficulty, trouble, it's about being made whole again too. At the root, boom, the Lovers represents the sign of Gemini. True and long-lasting love finds its way into your life. Follow your heart with caring actions and choices. This can be a relationship between a Gemini and a Scorpio specifically, or Gemini and a water sign, or Gemini and an earth sign, or just some air and earth, if not Gemini, or air and water, if not Gemini and Scorpio. But those, of course, are the prominent ones or dominant ones. Again, we've got fire in the court as well. So this can be an actual person too, a fire sign, direct fire sign. We had the Emperor jump out. That can be another indication that it's a direct fire sign, and maybe specifically an Aries, or a water sign, specifically a Scorpio again. If this has to do with relationships, can be about business too, though. A business partnership or something as well, with the Lovers sitting here next to the Ace of Autumn and this abundance. The abundance can be financial. The abundance can be love. So getting back to relationships again. But both people have to put in their, have to be part of the investment, have to make the investment and do the work in order for this to come out right. At the heart of the matter, boom, the Prince of Spring. Passionate, charismatic, confident, and restless is the Prince of Spring. I think the Prince of Spring ended up here earlier in the week clarifying the devil. And like he saved the day earlier in the week. Here he is again. This is the Knight of Wands. And he is like, you know, Prince Charming to the rescue. He's passionate, charismatic, confident, and restless. An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. So if this is like a general opportunity or business opportunity, it's going to be something about which you're passionate, and it is an area in which you're creative, and it's something, yeah, that you're going to enjoy doing. It's going to bring you joy, even if it's work. So if it's work, if it's a relationship, if it's a friendship, whatever it is, and even if there had been some struggle or difficulty involved or prior, like let that go. That's going away. And that applies to both the masculine and the feminine, because we each have this negative sort of air energy here, and the strength to handle it. And again, like we're being restored, fully restored. In this deck, the Lovers does tend to be about actual love, though. Although, again, it can apply to general. But in this deck, it's, well, I'll read this again. True and long-lasting love finds its way into your life. You know, so not just a decision that you have to make or something like that, although that may play a part here. And again, it's dreams come true. This is our overall energy. Prayers being answered, dreams coming true. So it's what we wanted. If that helps you figure out how it may apply in your life. Further advice to the masculine on this day, the Four of Winter. Thoroughly think things through before making a decision. Continuing to overanalyze isn't going to get you any closer. Okay, this is the overanalyzing, the like mental anguish and frustration you're putting yourself through. It's not necessary. It's not going to get you any closer to a decision. But meditation and prayer, which is well worth it, because they're being answered, your prayers, right? You're getting what you want. Meditation and prayer will bring you the answers you seek. 9 and 4 is 13, or 4 or 11, 11 as well. And feminine. Again, the Two of Spring for us. Partnership. Whether general, as in business, friendship, or romantic. The Two of Spring, of course, though, as it relates to romantic, the divine union, or quote unquote twin flame card of the tarot. Your vision, creativity, and dedication to your cause have brought you great success. In fact, it may be in your best interest to get a partner to assist you in your endeavors, or to expand the number of people helping you. And that partnership should be very loving and very lucrative, and help to make you whole, and each person involved whole. I hope that you guys enjoy this reading and find it helpful. Namaste, angels.